And welcome to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rhonda Lahnert.
And it's 2024. Who could ask for more? Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
All right. We're making sure that rhyming dictionary we got for Christmas comes in real good this year. Yeah, there we go. Joining us today from the Amarillo Better Business Bureau, Janna Kiehl will be with us here shortly. She's the leader, but Tyler Williams, a face familiar to us here on KGNC, joins us this morning. We always see it, especially during the holiday season. Getting ready, resolutions, getting ready. How you going to change? What are you going to do differently? We freshen things up. We look at things differently, and the BBB is doing that. You can find some great tips that the BBB has put up on their website. They have a new website. Ms. Janna Kiehl joins us to talk about the BBB.org and their new site and how it can help 2024 be a better year for you. Ms. Janna Tyler.
Good morning.
That's new.
I used to call him every T word. Jim Livingston and I call him every T name in the world. But Tyler Taylor is here joining us with the BBB. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Janna, talk to us a little bit about the new website. You guys have kind of refreshed and did a new upgrade for 2024.
We have so many tips on this website. It's just a great place to start your new year. There's tips for consumers. There are tips for businesses. We have the usual tips on joining a gym, for example, or even buying home workout equipment. And then there's also tips for businesses on how to increase sales or how to look forward in the new year with maybe you've seen some sales that they can complete, over the holiday weekends. So it's a great site for consumers. It's a great site for businesses. It's bbb.org/New Year. And it's just the place to start, really, for anybody who's looking for some maybe New Year's resolutions for themselves or their business. There's a lot of tips and information. So it's about education. It's about informing people about what's out there in the business world and how they can benefit the most from that.
Well, one of the things that I always think about is it's always in the back of my mind, my email account. I get so many, so many unsolicited emails, and it's a little bit tiring. It makes me want to shut down my account and start a new one. So talk to us, Tyler. You had some resolutions that you had come up with for the new year. Talk to us about email and unsolicited emails, and how should we handle this? What should be our outlook on this?
Yeah, that's always the one thing we want to let people know about is the unsolicited emails. If it's something you personally you did not sign up for, always be cautious about that. If it's an email from someone that you don't know, and many times that we'll start getting emails just from things that we say, just talking to a friend. So always be cautious about those because scammers can always find a way to get your email and send you emails, and you never know exactly what's going to be on that email. Clicking links that you're not really familiar with, always be cautious about that. And even sometimes people have gotten emails thinking that it's from the Better Business Bureau, and they've just been a scam email, and something always goes wrong with that. So never open or click on those emails. Just always, if you accidentally do, just always go down to the bottom and either block them or unsubscribe. That's always going to be the best thing to do. And then some new resolutions to look at throughout the new year is if you're, doing the Facebook Marketplace or, selling items online. If you've never met an individual in person or know this person in general, never transfer money to them using a bank app. That's always, some of the worst ways to lose your money without realizing it. You think it's a trustworthy person and you end up giving money to someone you've never met, and something bad goes down after that. And then always do your research before you make online purchases or do payments online for layaway items or things like that. Always make sure you're doing those researches, making sure that the website you're looking through is actually credible. And always make sure it's a secure server. So always make sure in the HTTP line, always make sure there's an S at the end of that to make sure that it is a secure website that you are going to spend money with. And then always make the best judgment in personal information about giving out your personal information. You know, we have personal identifiable information. Never give out your Medicare information, personal information, driver's license, especially your bank information. That's always the biggest one that you always make sure you don't give out. And then always be smart when using social media. There's always the sponsored post or, you know, the sponsored advertisements because you were talking about a new water bottle and then all of a sudden your Facebook is flooded with water bottles. Mm-hmm. Always make sure you're looking at credible sites before you just jump in and give out your money.
You know, it seems to me as though we're talking here about they're putting fear into you. They're putting panic into you. They're trying to get you to really get worked up over this. There has to be a way around this, and I guess that's kind of left up to me. Don't panic when the guy tells me, hey, we're going to take your car.
That's correct. Scammers always jump right into the scare tactic or, you know, the FBI is going to come and arrest you.
Right.
We always tell people, and I know I've said this even when working at the radio station, law enforcement's never going to call you ahead of time to say they're on their way. They're going to show up at your door. They're not just going to call the bank robber and tell them, hey, we know where you are. We're on our way. Good luck. You know, they're always going to tell you, we have this information. We have that information. We know where you live. We have the blackmail. 99% of the time they don't. So never fall for the scare tactics. If it's a business you're trying to do business with, they're not going to be rude to you, you know, use foul language with you. They want your business. They're not trying to scare you into using their business.
I tell you, Chief Funtech always has a saying, police officers don't carry around a receipt book.
Right.
So the idea of giving them cash or giving them money or they don't have a credit card machine. So just get that out of your mind. They'll never say, well, I'll make this go away if you got a payment you can make right now. And that's something you should put in the back. Law enforcement, they don't carry around a receipt book for you. So that's some common sense occurrence that you should look at is they'll never ask for that unless it's in the courtroom. So in the courthouse. So that's a key thing to it. Social media, Tyler, really drives a lot of the marketplace when we talk about the scammers and the new and innovative ways that they go after your money. Does it ever surprise the BBB at some of the tactics they'll go through and the links they'll go through?
I want to say yes, it surprises us, but so many things that we've seen, and especially I know last year one of the biggest scams were for the 18 to 24-year-olds that fell for social media posts that they, you know, got that message from their best friend saying, oh, look, I found this picture of you, but you have to click this link to look at it. If I see a picture of us from 10 years ago from KG, from the college, I'm going to text it to you. I'm not going to send it to you through Facebook Messenger. So always be cautious of ways that if you talk to someone every day, you know the language that they say. They don't just say, OMG, I found this picture of you. It's like, hey, do you remember us taking this picture? Or I was going through some stuff and found this picture. Always be cautious of the wording that they say. And then especially with the social media post. If it's a sponsored post, usually you have to be very cautious with items like that, especially because we want to say Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff is very cautious about what they allow postings, but we all know better than that.
Yeah. They'll post anything. Go ahead, Ms. John.
No, and it's not that we're so surprised. I mean, sometimes we are because the tactics get worse and worse, and the attempts to steal your money get more convincing. But it's always something to think about, to say, wow, that's happening in that different way. So, somebody might think, well, we already heard about that, and it isn't exactly the way the BBB said, so maybe this time it's real. But really it's not. If you're ever in doubt, always call us first, because even though we may be surprised, we can tell a scam pretty quickly. And so, we'll help you to figure that out and help walk you through it, tell you what to do and not to do, and then help you report it as well.